Talent Hunt.
Are you ready for the spotlight? Are you ready for this one?
Your name and what you have for us.
My name is Elvis Anthony Onwanda,
Okay.
and I'll be acting.
All right.
Why did you question it? What did I do when I play? Why did you question it? Why did you call me if I start? What did I not do for this market when every person they call me if I start? No problem. Today I will explain why they call me if I start. And when I don't explain, any person when they call me if I start again will lie to lie. Go say something. Several years ago, for me do when my mother she dey go market, she dey go sell kunu. The time my mother died, every person they run, they go different place. My mother she don't know what happened to one of them. She got the bullet there, they run. Before she run, they go back. Pipe over there, they don't block my mother. They don't carry my mother, put for the center. All of them were out of the village. Was that the military or military? My mother she doesn't even know. She went to the radio. The president said that one of these people why they say that they never say to school and one of these people doesn't take you and never listen. But they never listen to Hakila. They never even consider the chest when they go out for my mother and the phone carry my mother. You don't forget what of them. You know what happened to the body side. The other one, you know the other hand body side. My mother she get out. She dey make one of them, they cry, they make them, but they don't want to understand. And then they will control the body side. The number 4 person control the other body side. Then they will back home to my side. One time, you went to my mother, when they will go to the bed. What the best place? When they go down. My mother is the killer. My mother is very young. You go down. You the hand over my mother mouth. Before they enter my mother. They enter my mother. They enter my mother. One after the mother. One of them. Enter my mother. This is me, amen. Now this is a promise of that thing what they do to my mother. That's why you find me my style. But it's no problem. I can't explain myself to you. Any person when you find me my style again from today will lie to lie. I will do hand down. Share them.
Thank you. Let me allow Ambassador to start. No, Ambassador, please start.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Elvis, are you a Northerner by birth?
No, ma'am.
Are you related in any way?
No, ma'am.
So can we see your face, please? Okay. So, is this character truly a bastard?
People refer to him as a bastard because he doesn't know who his father is.
Okay, so of the truth, if the character is being called a bastard even after his explanation, like he said, will he still stab the one that calls him a bastard?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how painful it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have anybody around you, a friend, a colleague, a relation that experienced, this situation that you have put together to show to us today? Do you have anybody that have this kind of pain that the person is, has retained over the years and is speaking out now and will go the extra mile to hurt anyone that disobeys?
I have just one female friend. She said she was raped when she was 5. So her pain is, she said she's not going to give in to any man again until she gets married. But then anybody that wants to forcefully have his way on her again, that she doesn't know what she would do to the person.
She will also do what?
She doesn't know what she would do to the person.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am very concerned about this because growing up, I was about 12 years. I almost had such experience. It was just the grace of God that I jumped the windows of that building from that man. So the reason I ask if you will still, after telling, you will still stab, is because today I know a lot of young, women who are going through the pain of having been raped. And there are a lot of children out there that do not know their fathers as well. The reason I'm being touched, and I ask the question that I asked. Beautiful performance. So all of the people that you're talking to are all on the right part of your stage. All of them. There's no one around the other side.
It's a market scene, and the character got angry and went to the left part of the stage, and then every other person was just on
Sorry,
the side.
the character did what?
He got angry, and he went to the left part of the stage, and then he was explaining to the persons in front of him on the right side of the stage.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Elvis. The scenario is quite touching. But I observed that there is the comic twist that you gave it that killed the supposed tragic muse in the performance. You ended the narration so flatly that the intended goosebumps that should arise from the story was lost. Because you were in a hurry to say, anybody will call me bastard again, I go strap and dagger. So, I thought that it would have made more impact if you allowed the narration to simmer down before anybody will call me bastard again, gave it a comic twist rather than the seriousness that the story, the pathetic nature of the story. What did you have in mind to put in the minds of your audience? Was it a tragic thing? Was it comedy? What did you have in mind from ab initio?
It was tragedy, sir.
Tragedy. And you think you achieved it in your final output? I thought that, I know that there is this little temptation to go comic that I was seeing. The message is very pathetic. Just like our ambassador said, yeah. I mean, people go through worst case, cases and all that. It's not a comedy by any means at all. It is a serious subject that should, by the time you are done, we should almost be in tears. We couldn't achieve it because of the interpretation you gave. But I liked your Hausa accent. The characterization was beautiful, but you can give it a deeper. In Nigeria, That characterization is used mostly for comedy. That characterization naturally gives you the comic thing. But you could have also changed the narrative by getting it too serious. Even you could not even achieve tears. So why didn't you take yourself to the tears lane? You didn't sink. It's like the thing didn't even get to you. You didn't. You just narrated it. But the story is pathetic. You, the person interpreting it, didn't feel the pathetic nature of it. You are only interested in calling somebody, daggering somebody. Please, in-depth characterization is key. Yes, you lack that depth in characterization, especially that, But on the whole, I can tell you, your words were clear. You used the space the way you should. Your costume is also true to type. I'm very impressed with your outing. Yeah, congratulations.
Okay, thank you. I like to quickly go back to the question that you were asked about why did you use just one part, and then you said you went to this other side, why they were still at the marketplace. So you were able to use dual emphasis. That's dual emphasis. That's you created an emphasis for yourself and created emphasis for them as a group there. That was what you created. So you should know when next they ask you, you should know that you created dual emphasis on stage. Now, my happiness is that I've been able to see an Aquarian man that was able to, convincingly speak like an Awusa man. And that's kudos to you for doing that. Now, I like to also stress the fact on what Dr. Imo said, that it's a serious story that you portrayed, but then when you turned it into comedy, the moment you went down and started demonstrating the art where the man said, entering your mom, you were not able to sustain it. Now, it says something about in-depth. Take this as a lesson that you must learn from here. In-depth. You must first feel every pain of a performer before you extend it to the audience. The audience will not see the pain until you feel the pain. And those pain will come from your voice, from your action, and from your delivery. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So please, when next you appear before people that are in your field, you should know that we expect more from you. All the same, well done and congratulations.
Are you ready for the spotlight? Are you ready?
My name is Elvis Anthony Onwanda. Before I started performing, they asked my name, I told them. They asked me what I was going to do, I told them I'll be acting, and then they said, okay, go ahead. Before I started performing, there was this kind of tension. I was a bit tensed when I started, but as I was going, everything just flowed for me, everything just went well, yeah.
Spotlight Talent Hunt.